specific questions?
Shin splints.
Shin splints. Shin splints are very interesting because it's hard to tell if the shin splints in the beginning of the training, they're very common. Because when you do the heel strike, you don't want to heel strike and flat your foot down, right? So this muscle holds the foot to roll over the foot gently, okay? So the better you get as a runner, the less heel strike most of us do, and you work the shin less. If you run slowly, you're gonna hit the heel more. Okay, if you run on a little faster pace, you're almost like a 4-foot runner, or 4-foot running. You don't use the shin as much. When in the beginning you do. If you continue to have shin splints at this time in the training, chances are it's not shin splints. There's something else going on there. Okay, and what else can be besides? You have two types of shin splints, by the way. You have one that's right off in the front, and you have one right inside the leg. Okay. This one here is very different than this one. Unfortunately, they're called the shin splints because they're in the shin. But they are two different mechanisms, two different muscles. This one here supports your arch. This one here supports your foot, your heel strike. Okay? So what else can be besides shin splints? Any ideas?
Shoes.
No. What type of injury?
Stress fracture.
The dreaded stress fracture on the tibia, okay? Because especially in women, you have more rotation on the knees, and the tibia is actually, all the bones are flexible. The bone actually twists as you load, okay? So stress fracture is something that really comes to mind really quick, or it can be a nerve problem coming from the side of the knee. The same nerve that goes to the shin goes to the side of the knee, and it's very superficial here. So if anybody likes to wear that band around the knee, if you start having numbness on the foot, take it away, okay? Because it's pushing right on the peroneal nerve that goes right on the shin, right to the top of the foot. And the worst injury I ever seen on that was a surfer that put the leash above the knee on the longboard and snapped. The whole thing came out, so it wasn't pretty. But yeah, the nerve is right there. And also, of course, the nerve here comes from your back, so you gotta find out which one it is. If it is just one side, make sure you know why, because that will throw you off big time. Okay, but most of the time at the beginning of the training, shin splints are mostly due to the muscle being not very well conditioned and pulling on the bone, so you can have a deep pain on the bone from the muscle pulling the attachment, or the muscle gets fatigued and gets injured.
Can also, if you strengthen your hip, will that decrease the rate of rotation?
It will. So you have to do both. You have to do both. Most of us will be resolved with shin splints probably on the first couple weeks. That will be done if it's just the shin decondition. If it is another problem, we have to find out why. And the hip again is one of the main culprits there. Lack of range of motion on the ankle. If you had a lot of ankle sprains, or if you had an accident before, your ankles are different, that has to be addressed as well.